faith is for it. So look what happened, man.
You had to do it 8 billion times.
Man. Like, seriously. and that's why you cannot get mad. Okay, but that's why I said people are gonna wake up to everlasting shame, man, and contempt, because they're gonna be pissed off. Dang, what they saying was true. Alright? But at the end of the day, we can't do anything about it. Okay? All we can do is continue to seek our own salvation. Pray that we make it, pray that we stay strong, show charity, give alms, be brotherly, show brotherly love. Alright, read, watch, pray, study, fast, do what we're supposed to be doing, man. Is it hard? Hell yeah, it's hard. So many damn distractions in this place, man, but it's supposed to be like that. Okay? Your ass gotta cut your phone off, Shit, you gotta cut your cable off, man. Alright? Because I'm the type of motherfucker, I'll watch hella movies. You know?
Hey, they said if that right now you feel, you pluck it out.
Exactly.
And it's not talking about physically gouging your eye out, but if something's knocking you off and taking you off of the path of the truth, you gotta get rid of it, man.
Yeah. But you have to admit, man. You gotta, because what does that say? Examine thyself whether I be in the truth. Alright? You gotta admit where you messing up at to yourself. It ain't, I'm good. I read a chapter today. Yeah, you might have, but how much did you retain from that chapter, man? Alright? How much did you actually retain from that chapter? Because the end times is coming. Okay? It's crazy. Like, I kind of want to switch gears because we keep leading. The spirit kind of, want to get on to that, man. You had something?
No,
Give me,
actually, yeah, I did have something. The second Ezra 16 and 17. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Huh? What are you? The scriptures already tell you what? Woe to them that desire the day of the Lord, for it is dark, darkness, man. Alright? Does that mean you look out for every dark day? No, because he already told you he's going to have signs for you to, know when he's close to coming. Alright? You know the chip got to come to pass. You know there's going to be a third world war. You know society has to break down. Alright? Like you think about it, you gotta, it's I ain't gonna say it's hard to figure Esau out, but Esau be trying to be random now, because they wanted to have the chip out, like, what was that, 2018 in March or something like that? But they, for whatever reason, it didn't come. At the end of the day, it's the Most High. You know what I'm saying? The Most High could have had it to where we were speaking heavy on it, to where they didn't bring it out because he didn't want the chip to come out just yet. Because there's things that have to be fulfilled, man. Alright? Now you got this coronavirus, like look at the events that happened. You had them blaming the black Hebrew Israelites for anti-Semitism. Turn around, like the Lord's showing you, like I can get this thing started at any moment, man. I can pop at any moment, Like, then they killed the Iranian general, alright? And bam, okay. I've been looking for the feud between America and Iran. Here we go, let's get it. Then we turn around, we got the coronavirus, alright? And then, like a lot of the occupants saying, Kobe dying is just a distraction, man. Alright? Now, niggas,
so many days.
I seen a raggedy ass tattoo, nigga, rest in peace Kobe, man. Like,
it look like Kobe.
Rest in peace Kobe. Like, what is that? Is that gonna bring him back? No. You forgot about the coronavirus, though. Alright? Until Kobe dies out, which he's going to die out. He might every year, however long America continues. You gotta get around, but you gotta control your sound.
Turn that motherfucker down.
Right, motherfucking now. Yeah, and they did that, you know. Now we know the Illuminati exists, all right, and all of that. There was, you know, a couple postings, I would say, how it's synonymous. You know, how ironic is it that, you know, this 13 this 13, all this 13 going on with this whole Kobe situation. But hey, at the end of the day, are you redeeming the time? Okay? You might believe in Illuminati, so you know that there's people behind the scenes. Well, check Ephesians chapter 6 out. Let me bring that out to you. That's why the Lord got the men, that's why the Lord got his men on the four corners of the earth. Everywhere. By way of the internet, so there ain't gonna be no excuses, man. Why you couldn't get it, why you didn't have it, oh, you didn't understand, oh, you didn't know. You know Jake, I ain't know. Yo, why the fuck you ain't take it? Yes, I ain't know. Well, you didn't ask Caesar, like, you know? All these people that just be riding by, they go, I don't know. Well, you didn't get out and ask what they was talking about neither. Yeah, you know, and hey, at the end of the day, man, it's all up to the Heavenly Father who receives it and who doesn't.
Because they sure look when they ride by.
Yeah, they look, they point, they laugh, they pump a fist, they honk.
Break out a camera.
Yeah.
It says, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a member. You know, it says all these things are the beginning of sorrows. You know, like the brother mentioned. This is the beginning, man. This is the beginning of the end. You know, and hey, as you mentioned earlier, most people are joking about the times that we're in. But everything's fun and games until the Most High start laying the smackdown.
You know, he started dunking on you.
Yeah, he throwing alley-oops on himself, slapping glass and hanging on the realm on your ass, man.
Slapping glass and hanging on the rim. Gooch!
He's shooting the ball from half court just to catch an alley on your ass. To himself. You know? And that's why it says, woe unto you that laugh and laugh now, for later you shall mourn and weep. We're constantly preparing for the day of these evil times that we're about to come into. Jake is playing.
Yeah. You're not going to eat when the harvest comes because you're not sowing at this very moment. All right? You're not sowing at this very moment, therefore you're not going to eat when the harvest comes, man.
Most High gonna laugh at your ass.
And rightfully so. And why did he say that? Grab that. Proverbs right there.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. It says, because I have called and you refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof.
Yeah, so when he try to warn you, give you admonition, try to put you in check, you set him at naught. All right? Whatever you talking about. You ain't talking about nothing. No, I don't believe that. Man, I got better things. Like they was talking, man, I gotta go. Pops just died. I gotta bury him. I got this job interview. Christmas coming up. It's too cold out here. Like whatever excuse you have is not ever going to be good enough, man. All right, because you have to sacrifice your life, okay, to serve YAHAWASHI, man. You have to become a new creature. Okay, he that loses his life shall find it, right? Like, and the saying that finds it shall lose it, man. So if you what did you find in your life? Finding your place in this society, man. Getting your reputation up, all right? All the ladies loving you, you feel me? Whatever the case is, like all of that, you're gonna get lost doing all of that, man. That's why you have to sacrifice that, because what? It told the people about what? Yo, man, you used to do this and do that with us and blah, 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 you know, come back to this excess of riot. It feels good, you know? Nah, man, I'm good, you know, I'm staying in the house and be a little family man tonight, you know? Like,
if you were of the world would love his own. You know? that real quick. You don't have to get it from yours. I'm just going to put it down. Somebody else will pull out the phone and get it real quick. That's great.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.
That's right. So we are the little children. To overcome is to conquer, to defeat. How did we defeat them? By resisting the devil, by resisting their ways, by becoming that new creature, by changing our ways, by repenting, okay? That's how we overcame them, okay? And as a brother was reading the scripture, they when we do that, then they'll say, like, why you don't do that anymore? They want to owe you back, Like, I was sitting there, like, right now, you can go back to your ancient days and recollect your old times and the old things you've done. And go back in time and see yourself, and you can see what kind of mind frame he was in. I was actually watching this Conor McGregor video to where he just had a fight with Cowboy Cerrone and he overrized him, and he basically was going in the fact that he went and watched his old videos and seen what type of person he was when he first started, compared to now. Now that's vice versa to where we are. We're looking back at our old selves like, damn, we was horrible, man. You know what I'm saying? But without looking at it, you kind of see it as like, it's not a glory day, but you was like, man, I was doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? I was getting bitches, but then, or I was getting money or whatever. But then you look at yourself, you're like, man, that was shit. I was a bum. Like, I was tripping, man. You can kind of see the sloppiness oozing off you, man. The dirt oozing off you. When you look at and reminisce on those old days, okay?
It says, they are of the world, therefore they speak of the world, and the world heareth them.
Yeah, so we're not of the world. So we're not speaking of the world, but when they do, the world heareth them. Same thing of us being on the highways doing this work. If we was doing a concert, or doing a lesson that's pertaining to the world, we'll have a lot more views or a lot more attention, okay? If we did it on the same level that we do it now, that we do this work for the Most High, then we'll get a grandiose response, okay?
So, we are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error.
Yeah, we that are the Most High, the people that hear us, gonna hear us. That's why you shouldn't have any a doubt of preaching the gospel in sincerity and in truth and accurately. Because if you're doing it right and if they're the Most High, they're gonna hear you. You just gotta make sure that you're sincere in what you say, because you could take the word of the Most High and use it as a weapon to belittle and destroy and to break down the person. Okay? You're supposed to use it accurately. But this whole point was that we're not the same as these people that are in the world, so we're not going to appease them. Somebody say, every time you go to work, everybody normally works Monday through Friday. So throughout that week, when you see your coworkers, you got a rapport with them. So there's somebody you talk to, some people you don't. I try not to talk to anybody, but some jobs I do. And they ask you, well, how was your weekend? And there's times that I be like, I had a fire-ass weekend, but to you, it'll be trash. And then they'll be like, and I tell them that sometimes, and I'm just fucking with them on some shit. And I know if I tell them, they're gonna be like, yeah, that was trash, but they try to play along like it was dope. Like, they're like, well, what you did? Oh man, my weekend was dope, but you wanna feel it? Well, what you did? I went and got some resin from the story, you know? And they're like, oh, yeah, that wrestling fire. You know, that's cool. That wrestling stuff, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It resonated with me.
Yeah, like, yeah, that's crazy that you're into that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it is. You know, like, I don't have a grandiose story like, man, it was these big booty bitches. That's what niggas want to hear. Or, man, we got fucked up. I was damn near half naked when I woke up. Two bitches laying next to me. All gotta be bitches licking money. You know? And when you don't talk about that, it doesn't resonate with them because it's not in the world. Or, yeah, man, I got my degree or something worldly, man. We don't talk of the world. You know, I tell you, I got a better understanding of a breakdown in Daniel's chapter such and such. Oh, okay. You know? You go ahead before that.
No. This is actually one you wanted.
Okay.
It's St. John chapter 15 and verse 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you.
Now the other one I wanted, but that's cool.
It says, if you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
Yeah, so the word the Lord chose us out of the world, which this is one is more particular to what you were reading. The spiritual, I wanted the other one, but I just quoted that portion of it. In the world loves its own. The world loves niggas. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that Babylon loves niggas, but the world loves niggas. Just like Paul Mooney said, everybody want to be a nigga till it's time to be a nigga. You know? Like Esau want to dress like us. They want to hang out with us. They want to dance like us. They want to talk like us. Until it's time to start getting arrested and beat and mistreated. You know? Then they don't want to be us anymore. You know? Or everybody want to be peaceful and conscious and things like that until it's time to put actual work in and actually deny, you know, as a rich man, the Lord told the rich man, it's time to drop those riches and follow him. Then it's like, you know, we be talking that talk, yeah, like, yeah, man, Esau the devil and this and that, you know, like, fuck's college. Like, what? You know? And damn, there's one other one that guy kind of left my spirit, but just going into the fact that, oh yeah, woe to when men speak well of you, you know, because this is not a society where you're to be accepted, but that's a drug that's renowned in the society now. Is acceptance. Everybody do things for likes and instant gratitude and instant gratification. And to be noticed, you know, like this society is like built off. That's the foundation of the society is to be accepted, and a lot of people, even within the ministry, do things to do that. Even we, you know, me myself, you know, I look at my views and shit and wonder, like, damn, if somebody, because I take pride in what I do, but I don't do it specifically for views. That's why I name it what the Spirit tell me name it. I can name it, you know, Nebraska burns up, you know, 24th. You know, it's like, oh, they burning shit up. Like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then we just out here doing this, you know? It's not like we're lackluster, but, you know, it could be whatever. You know, it's just like you're creating an image or creating a perception that you're dominating right now. You know, like, you know, Nebraska and Watchmen
Blazing, that's the
leaving blazes of fire on 24th. So then you watch the video and going into, you know, some deep things and ain't nobody around and shit. Like, where this blaze at?
Where's the fire?
Where's this blaze, you know?
It's clickbait.
Clickbait. That's what it is, you know? That's exactly what it is.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1.
But did you get that, you get that what I asked for?
Oh, you want that what, when they speak well of you?
Yeah.
Matthew 5.
Yo, you should have dropped that when you asked me. You know what?
No, I thought you was just quoting. He was still in John at first.
Nah, I wanted to get that and then
righteousness.
Oh, it's Luke 6, my bad. I got it though. Luke chapter 6, verse 26. Woe to you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
Yeah, so our head is gonna be hard against their heads. We're lone rangers. We're the black sheep of every family. So it's a lonely road. That's why a lot of people can't travel this road, man. Which is a saying that the hardest road travel is the hardest road is a road less traveled. You know, like when you're not riding on a street, or I like to say a grassy way, that grass is waist high. Nobody walk that path. It's very difficult to walk that path, man. You gotta pick up your knees. It's like, you know, snow. You got snow that's knee high and nobody shoveled that path. You gotta, you know, step all high. It takes a lot of energy. But when you walk through it, it makes it easier for the next person to walk through and the other person to walk through it. You know? So, but that road is hard. But the road that we're traveling, we're cutting through the bullshit, basically. You know what I'm saying? That bullshit, we're just stepping through it and people laughing and saying, this nigga gonna take all day. But then when we get there, it's just like, oh shit. But everybody want that finishing, the end result, which is salvation or success. Even with these people in the world, with their success, from fighters to inventors, to actors, to singers, these people took roads that people are not willing to take. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of people that are around us and surrounding us on a base level are unsuccessful people. You know, like I do deliveries. I don't say they're gonna give it up, but I do deliveries. And then when I get, like, sometimes I get addresses wrong, like on some simple shit. You know, like you have two apartment complexes. One is 1010, one is 1014, but they're connected. So I think the whole thing is the same thing, regardless of what it is. I got an address wrong, and a lady walking up like, we got it wrong. And she old and shit, like shit. I'm like, damn, like. You know, like, why you gotta throw it in my face like I got it wrong, you just rub it in my face? You stay in an apartment complex and you're old. You clearly failed at life. You know, like
Nothing from you.
yeah, but the mentality to sit there and rub somebody's wrong in somebody else's face, and you clearly got a whole life of wrong. Because there's no way that if you have that mentality that you should be in this position. You know, I'll take I'll take somebody like Warren Buffett, like, you got this wrong. You need to be attentive to detail. That's Warren Buffett. You know, at least got some fucking sense about, you know what I'm saying? But you got a lot of these people that talk like that are people that are broken shit, that always want to correct and you got that wrong. You got this wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't fuck with. I shouldn't even be talking to you right now. Most people that live like that are either too high to talk to you, or they can relate and they'll listen. You know? So you can finish that real quick. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, we're in a society that we're not going to be accepted in. So you should expect that. So going back to what the brother was speaking on, that when they say that, oh man, you ain't doing this, you're gonna feel left out. That's a human thing. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with people, but the more you deal with the world, the more you're gonna feel left out. And I'm telling you from experience. You know, from being in the truth, and I was totally separated from everything when I first started. I felt like I didn't have an urge to be feeling like I was being left out of anything. But then when I got so-called control over my spirit, or control over myself, you know, spiritually and carnally, I say I found that balance. I thought I found that balance. I started hanging around two-thirds, you know, say public descendants, not to teach them specifically, but because I got cousins or co-workers or so-called friends in the world, we start hanging out, and then they say, oh, we're going here. We're going to this cruise. We're doing this. We're going to this club. And you're like, I can't do that, man. You know, we're about to go to a lobster, all you can eat. And you're like, damn, I ain't having no fun. You start feeling left out because, you know, the world love its own. So you gotta recognize where your heart is. So it becomes difficult to resist these temptations when you're more connected to the world. Okay? That's why the scriptures say we must be like pilgrims. You know, be as though that buy and possess not. So when somebody comes and saying you're not running to the same excess of riot, it should sound good, which is, you know, very true. I ain't gonna say shit sound good. That verse sounds good when you read it. Yeah, I'm not running to the same excess of riot, but you, for most brothers, you'll be a fool to say that you didn't hear somebody say that they were gonna do something that were 2/3 of anybody, and you're like, damn, I wish I could go. But I know that y'all energy ain't right. You know, or that whatever you're doing ain't gonna result to anything good. You know? My brother be like, man, paint party, all the bitches come to like, I wanna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, and I know how he operate, I know what's, you know what I'm saying? But I know it ain't right. I know it's gonna be smoking there, it's gonna be this and that. So it's like, nah, then you'll have that little, it may be a major or minute for you to sit there and say like I'm feeling left out. That's why the scripture's there, you know? Because sometimes you can read it and you always act like it's for somebody else. The scriptures are for us. You know, we don't run to the same excess of riot. People will be like, yeah, I don't run to the same excess of riot. No, like, this is like to tell you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? This is what a man of the Lord does. You don't run to the same excess of riot, then you run across that situation and you're like, yeah, this is the time for me not to run to the same excess of riot. This is that time. You're not going to be super Israelite in every hard situation. So stop acting like it, man. You know?
So Proverbs 1:15
What you doing on
says, my son, walk not thou in the way with them, refrain thy foot from their path, for their feet run to evil and make haste to shed blood.
like the brother was just speaking on, man. You know, they feet run to evil and to shed blood, man.
And you gotta recognize that. Because it's not like they're gonna be like, yo, let's cut some niggas' necks open. You ready? You know, it's not gonna be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
They're like, yo, we just about to go, you know, chill out, you know?
Yeah, like we about to go chill out. We about to go do this. We about to, you know what I'm saying? We about to go hang out. We about to go chill. We just gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? They come with me on the I've been at work on breaks, working at factories. Hey man, come, you know, they you know, like spirits be feeling, you know, we work against spirits and powers in high places, so they can vibe with you. You know what I'm saying? I had people just like keep on trying to push up on me, like, you know, not in no sexual way, but I said men, like they're intrigued with me. Like I didn't give you no reason. You gotta come to work. They don't even look at you. I say what's up or some shit. But you'll be kind of keep talking to me.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, come on with us on break. Like, why me, nigga? Like, you know, they want to, because that spirit want to take you and influence you. You know what I'm saying? And put you in that place. You know, that's what you gotta know. You gotta know who your friends and who your associates. You know, these are only friends I have. You know, your brothers who do the will of the Lord. Because really, that the reason is because we all follow the same rules, the guidelines of the scriptures. You're not, you know, and I told this brother a while ago, like, you got people you cool with in the world, but they don't influence my decision making or who comes first in my life, regardless of how you make me feel. The rules is you're not trustworthy. I think of the worst possible situation. I think about going to the club with you and I get in a fight and you run off. They can't run off. They can't. You know, it's over with for you. You can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the same. So based off the rules, yeah, I'll go somewhere with you. You know what I'm saying? If anything bad happens to me, that's unfortunate that, you know, it's not my fault per se, then you have to be there. You got rules. But niggas in the world don't have any rules. They may be there for you, they may fight for you, they may not. Based off their rules. You know, they may get around you and be cool with you. They may give you, I know a dude gave me his last dollar. I give him $100. I gave him $100 before. Came back, the $100 still there. I turned my back and sneezed, he all on my Same guy, they're children. You know what I'm saying? His rules are different. You know? So the point is, what the brother was saying is that blood that running the shed blood is not literal blood, that because you kind of expect for this specific situation. This is the situation here. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? These are situations that's and you're gonna be like, oh, this was it. This is one of those moments. And you look at it in hindsight, like I should have did this, that, and the third.
Hey, cause I actually, me personally, I got rebuked by a brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he's like, you don't need to be hanging around such and such. Like, you know, he seemed cool and shit, but you don't need to be hanging around him. At first, I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And luckily, like, cause the brother didn't even really break it all the way down. I'm like, well, man, cool, work, just man, cool and shit like that. But then, like, the spirit kind of like, I was like, okay, like that's, and it made sense, and it's crazy because it came out, the nigga was like a little snake and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, sometimes brothers is just knowing you might not know. You know what I'm saying? You might just be blind.
Spirit speaking expressing.
Yep.
And we as men of the Lord, we don't know everything because Daniel didn't know what they was prophesying about. Put the Lord, put the Spirit upon a person or individual is a saying thing. You know, and you gotta, that's the thing about the Spirit. It can't be, shouldn't come from a personal place to where this brother, you know, did something talking about to do something, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? No. Like, it should never be motivated like that.
Yep.
But sometimes it'll line up like that, and it's like, damn, I don't want to come across like I'm hating because you made me mad earlier, but I gotta say this, you know what I'm saying? But the Spirit will come to you out the blue. You just gotta be talking, and you just be like, you know, like the other, that's the thing, you know, I got something to do. Quiz time. Because I've been thinking about it. You know, I actually did a lesson, and it's in my lesson that I was talking about before I even, you know, did it. So, you know, it's like the Spirit to tell you to do and say things and to prep you, and it'll have you like already there, and it lines up right there, and you can't deny it. The thing about the Spirit is that it hits so it cut sharper than any two-edged sword. So you know when the Spirit, you know the Lord be talking when He say something. You know, you might be on some bum ass shit, Shabbat, and you're like, you know it's the Shabbat, right? And you know, like I'm about to go get some sushi and shit, you know, Shabbat. I ain't worked today, ain't getting nothing to eat. But you know, got something early. You know, and it's like this nigga bearing bad news. You know what I'm saying? He's going, you know.